Hello and welcome back to the Groundbreaker International YouTube channel. It's good to be back with you here once again as always. 5786, the Hebrew calendar year, is coming, and we are going to be talking about the upcoming year 5786 right now. Let's get right into it. It's hard to believe, but here we are coming up onto the Hebrew calendar year 5786. We are still in the year 5785 at the time of this recording, but 5786 is the letter Vav because we're in the decade of the Pei still, which is the mouth, the number 80. And the number 6 is the letter Vav in Hebrew, and we're going to be talking about the Vav right now. The Vav is a connecting letter. The original pictograph was that of a hook or a spike, and it's said to have connected the tabernacle to the curtains in the Old Testament. So the Vav connects all the other letters to one another. It's a building block letter, a foundational letter. It's considered the connector of creation. The first occurrence of this was in Genesis 1:1 when it said, "In the beginning, Bereshit, Elohim created the heavens and the earth." The Vav connects heaven to earth. So this placement exhibits the connection between the heavenly realm and the earthly realm. So let me get to the prophetic part of this, that I believe that God in this season is connecting puzzle pieces together. He's going to connect things together that seem disjointed and many times didn't make any sense to us. The hooks on the tabernacle were made of gold. Now this is very interesting, which speaks of the divine or heavenly things. These connections are divine connections and pieces that only God can put together. Now it's interesting because we're coming out of 5785, which is a year of manifestation. It's also a year of grace. Grace is something that only God can do. It's God's unmerited favor and power on us, on our lives. So when God gives us grace, it's something that only He can do. So God has given us the grace during this season, but in next season, God is going to do things. He's going to make some connections to past prophetic words, to alignments in which that we've made years ago that we've said, why did God want to connect me with this person or with this ministry, with these people? And it's going to become very apparent to us during 5786 because it's a year of divine connections. And in fact, if I were to put a theme on this year, I would say that this year is going to be a year of heavenly or divine connections. A year of divine connections. Now, these connections are not only people connections, these are connections in the spirit that translate to the earth, things that only God can put together. He pulls them together, and we will be astounded at this year's connections that He's been working on through you, yet only now they're becoming clear. And so just as the hooks on the tabernacle were made of gold, it speaks of those divine heavenly things. So that, to me, I believe that God is showing us that these are connections that only He can make. And not only is He making them, it's things even in the past that prophetic words and all of these types of things that God has shown us that didn't make sense then, but we were obedient to do it. We were obedient to hold on to those words. But now, 5786, it's like a quilt that's being pulled together, if I would say that He's sewing together. So let's talk about the number 6. 6 is a number of man. And man was created on the 6th day, which completed the creation cycle. Thus, 6 is a number of completion as well, especially a completion of earthly things or things that have to do with man. It's said that something is complete when it is surrounded by all sides. That's north, south, east, and west, and also up and down. So it's not just surrounded by all sides this way. We live in this earthly plane in which we also have an up and down as well. So Jewish rabbis will tell you that something is complete, not when it's just surrounded by all four sides, but also the up and down as well. So this could be a year of completion of something on the earth, an earthly cycle coming to an end. I believe that there are going to be some eras that are coming to an end. And it's really interesting today Now, I'm filming this in the middle of July, and right as I was getting ready to film this, one of my childhood heroes just passed away today. Hulk Hogan passed away today at the time of this filming. And I believe that what God showed me this morning is that there are going to be some torches to be passed. Now, I know that's a secular thing and that has to do with entertainment, really not anything to do with the kingdom, but I believe it does parallel. Those types of things you're going to be seeing more often, that there's going to be some torches passed from generation to generation this year, and it's going to be the end of some cycles of man. Now, these cycles are going to become apparent, or rather these things are going to become apparent this year, but look for many past cycles of the earth to come to an end with purpose. So they will have purpose to them. Being that the number 6 is often associated with the mark of the beast, I'm sure that many will ask, is this the year that the Antichrist will begin to take power or rise up? Well, obviously we don't know that, but I will help you to understand the possibility here, that the possibility is always there. That's always on the table. 6 is a number of man. However, the number of the beast is 666, according to Revelation chapter 13, verse 18. It's 666, so it's not 6 plus 6 plus 6. It's a different number there. So I find it unlikely that a major moment in spiritual history and prophecy will only be connected because it's the year of the number 6. If you understand what I'm saying, it's a little bit loosely connected there. So could the Antichrist rise up during this year? Absolutely, as with any other year, as I believe that we're coming closer and closer to the soon and coming return of Yeshua, Jesus Christ. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be the year of the Antichrist rising up just because it's the number 6. And finally, I want to talk about the connections of the mouth. Now, we're coming into the year 5786. Remember, we're still in the decade of the 80, which is the letter Pay. The letter Pay in Hebrew is a picture of the mouth. It means to speak things that are not as though they are. There's declarations we've been making. We've been speaking things into the atmosphere. The decade of the Pay this year is going to combine with that letter Vav, which means and. Remember the hook, the spike, bringing things from the heavenly realm to the earthly realm, bringing things into the physical that are currently just seen in the spiritual. So this goes back to what I said at the beginning, in that much of what we've been declaring and speaking will be connected and twined together this year. No longer is it just declarations of faith, but God is going to connect our declarations together and manifest those declarations, I believe, on the earth. And so this is a year of the and. It's a year of connection. It's a year of connecting together what we've spoken and seeing those things begin to manifest. Also, remember the Vav was gold. The Vavs on the tabernacle were gold spikes and heavenly things. So we need to make sure that whatever we sow together with our mouths during this time period is heavenly divine things. They come from above. So it's not just anything that we're speaking, and I've said this all through 5780 decades so far, but we need to make sure that we're mindful of what we speak, because what we're speaking connects the spiritual realm to the earthly realm. So 5786 is upon us, folks. It's coming up very soon. It's the year of divine connection. God may be bringing divine connections of people into your life and into your ministry. And make sure that you stay close to God and listen to His voice so that you know when those connections come into your life that they're from God and they're not just happenstance or man-made connections. Because we have to be precise and hear the voice of the Lord and be discerning during this time period. So we're here in the last days for sure. I want to share with you that we are going to be crossing over live once again on September the 22nd. We're going to be live at 11:15 a.m. Eastern Time. I'm going to cross over with you as we do every year annually from 5785 into 5786, the new Hebrew calendar year. It's going to be a phenomenal year. I'm very excited to see what God does, and I'm very excited about this yearly broadcast. So, sundown in Israel is going to be about 6:38 p.m. Eastern Time. 6:38 p.m. in Israel. That's going to be about 11:38 a.m. Eastern Time. And we are going to be going live at 11:15 a.m. Eastern Time. We'll be live. We're usually live for almost an hour on the crossing over time period. So you want to make sure that you catch that video. So if you would like to sow into this ministry, or for more information, please visit our website. It's gbreaker.org. You can go there and sow into the new Hebrew calendar year if God so leads you to. And also find out some more information on our ministry, what we're doing. We've got some books and resources for sale on our website there. Just released the Spirit War DVD series. We have some other great powerful teachings coming out, so make sure you subscribe, that you like this video, send a nice comment, and get ready because 5786 is coming. Are you ready to cross over with us? God bless you. God bless your family. We'll see you all again real soon. Please be sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and ring that notification bell so you can receive updates for when new content arrives. Also, be sure to visit our website at gbreaker.org. From there, you can learn more about Groundbreaker International, and if the Lord leads you to do so, you can sow a financial seed of blessing. Now, I would like to invite you to check out one of these other videos from Groundbreaker International's YouTube channel. Until next time, God bless.